To live is to suffer. To survive is to find some meaning in the suffering. There will always be rocks in the road ahead of us. They will be stumbling blocks or stepping stones. It all depends on how you use them. Sometimes people don't want to hear the truth because they don't want their illusions destroyed. I was in darkness, but I took 3 steps and found myself in paradise. The first step was a good thought, the second, a good word, and the third, a good deed. Nobody is more inferior than those who insist on being equal. There are 2 different types of people in the world. Those who want to know, and those who want to believe. And those who were seen dancing were thought to be insane by those who could not hear the music. You have your way, I have my way. As for the right way, the correct way, and the only way, it does not exist. It takes just such painful and terrible things to occur for the great emancipation to take place. Enjoy life. This is not a dress rehearsal. Whoever fights monsters should see to it that in the process, he does not become a monster. And if you gaze long enough into an abyss, the abyss will gaze back into you. I'm not upset that you lied to me. I'm upset that from now on, I can't believe you. In revenge and in love, woman is more barbarous than man. It is not a lack of love, but a lack of friendship that makes unhappy marriages. No price is too high to pay for the privilege of owning yourself. The world is beautiful, but has a disease called man. You must be ready to burn yourself in your own flame. How could you rise anew if you have not first become ashes? The surest way to corrupt a youth is to instruct him to hold in higher esteem those who think alike than those who think differently. The great man is colder, harder, less hesitating, and without fear of opinion. He lacks the virtues that accompany respect and respectability, and altogether everything that is the virtue of the herd. If he cannot lead, he goes alone. He knows he is incommunicable. He finds it tasteless to be familiar. When not speaking to himself, he wears a mask. There is a solitude within him that is inaccessible to praise or blame. The tree that would grow to heaven must send its roots to hell. Everything matters. Nothing's important. When marrying, ask yourself this question. Do you believe that you will be able to converse well with this person into your old age? Everything else in marriage is transitory. Love your enemies because they bring out the best in you. The real question is, how much truth can I stand? There are no facts, only interpretations. Insanity in individuals is something rare, but in groups, parties, nations, and epics, it is the rule. Call me whatever you like. I am who I must be. I am a forest and a night of dark trees, but he who is not afraid of my darkness will find banks full of roses under my cypresses. The true man wants two things, danger and play. For that reason, he wants woman as the most dangerous plaything. So long as men praise you, you can only be sure that you are not yet on your own true path, but on someone else's. To predict the behavior of ordinary people in advance, you only have to assume that they will always try to escape a disagreeable situation with the smallest possible expenditure of intelligence. He who cannot obey himself will be commanded. That is the nature of living creatures. Nobody can build the bridge for you to walk across the river of life. No one but you yourself alone. There are, to be sure, countless paths and bridges and demigods which would carry you across this river. But only at the cost of yourself. You would pawn yourself and lose. There is in the world only one way on which nobody can go except you. Where does it lead? Do not ask. Go along with it. Do you want to have an easy life? Then always stay with the herd and lose yourself in the herd. They muddy the water to make it seem deep. The higher we soar, the smaller we appear to those who cannot fly. Only he who is man enough will release the woman in woman. I know of no better life purpose than to perish in attempting the great and the impossible. All truly great thoughts are conceived by walking. Everything the state says is a lie, and everything it has stolen. Solitude makes us tougher towards ourselves and tenderer towards others. In both ways, it improves our character. The snake, which cannot cast its skin, has to die. As well, the minds which are prevented from changing their opinions, they cease to be mind. We have art, so that we shall not die of reality. And if your friend does evil to you, say to him, I forgive you for what you did to me. But how can I forgive you for what you did to yourself?